One of my friend's parents has a government job. And if you don't live in the United States, I know some people listen to this podcast from Brazil. In the United States, if you have a government job and after you work for a certain amount of time, it is really, really hard to get you fired. It is hard to get fired from a government job in the United States. And for my friend's parent, this is a problem. It's an annoyance because it makes it so you are in a work environment with no urgency. See, all the workers there are safe. They're secure. They don't need to work hard because they're not afraid of being fired. And I hate that. I want to work in an environment where you have to do good work. I mean, that's YouTube in a nutshell. If I don't take care of business, if I don't show up to work and do my job to my best of my abilities every single day, eventually my audience is going to decline. I got to keep it up. I got to ramp it up every time. And that's one of the many reasons why I love the NFL. The NFL is my favorite sports league, but that's one of the many reasons why. I just saw that Dez Bryant, the big-time wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, was cut. We just saw that happen recently. And this is a good thing. We want to see people like Dez Bryant held accountable. I root for people like Dez Bryant to be cut. Here's why. Do you know who Joakim Noah is? Joakim Noah plays for the Knicks, and Joakim Noah signed a contract for $72 million. In the last 2 years, Joakim Noah has only played 53 games for the New York Knicks. That's out of an 82-game season. He averages less than 30 minutes per game. He can't really score. He can't even really rebound. And the Knicks are paying Joakim Noah $37.8 million over the next 2 years. The New York Knicks are stuck with Joakim Noah. Or how about this? How about Chandler Parsons? Chandler Parsons, $94 million with the Memphis Grizzlies. Last weekend, he was at Coachella because he's had knee surgery after knee surgery after knee surgery. This year, he played in 36 games for the Grizzlies, and he only started 8 of them. He only averages 19 minutes per game, and he's a small forward who averages 2.5 rebounds a game and only 7 points per game. And yet he's making millions. I think he's the highest paid person on the Grizzlies. Or, there's all kinds of bad contracts in sports. There's Pablo Sandoval, the $95 million disaster for the Red Sox. Josh Hamilton, the Angels paid him $125 million, and they kept paying him even after he left the league. This is one of my favorites. How about Hunter Pence? I think he's a right fielder for the Giants. He's making $90 million with no trade clause, and he has not hit over 300 since 2011. So when Dez Bryant was cut by the Dallas Cowboys, I celebrated. We want that. I want to live in a world where you must deliver. And if you don't deliver, you're done. You're out. That is one of the reasons why I love the NFL. See, next year, Dez Bryant was scheduled to be the 3rd highest paid wide receiver in all of the NFL. And yet he was not even close to the 3rd best receiver in the NFL. Dez Bryant was scheduled to make $16.5 million to play next year. Again, he was nowhere near worth that. Dez Bryant was set to make more money than DeAndre Hopkins, more money than A.J. Green, more money than Julio Jones. He was going to be the 3rd highest paid wide receiver in all of the NFL. And over the last couple years, we have seen a decline in play from Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant's last good season was 2014. 2014, years ago. This is 2014 stats. In 2014, Dez Bryant was thrown to 136 times. He had 88 catches, 1,320 yards, and 16 touchdowns. Those are good numbers. Those are respectable good numbers. So in 2017, the most recent season, he was targeted, he was thrown to 132 times, only 4 less than 2014. And yet he only had 69 catches, 838 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Dez Bryant's productivity has dropped off of a cliff. And it's not really, if you look at 2016 and 2015, he was hurt both years, which is not good. He's getting older. This is now his 9th year in the league. And in 2016 and 2015 combined, he only had 81 catches. Dez Bryant has lost his speed. He never had great hands. Dez Bryant is a washed-up wide receiver. And it's funny, he made his own bed. Dez Bryant brought this on himself. A few months ago, I don't know, Dez Bryant said he would not take a pay cut Well, when Dez Bryant was released by the Cowboys, he went back on that promise. He said, "Oh, yeah, I would have taken a pay cut. They just never offered it to me. They never talked to me." Well, you made a public statement saying, "I would never take a pay cut." You said, "Blank, no, I will never do that." It's kind of funny how things change, isn't it? And now the rumor is Dez Bryant wants to get revenge. Dez Bryant is trying to go to a team in the Dallas Cowboys division so that he can play the Dallas Cowboys 2 times a year. The problem is nobody in the NFC East wants Dez Bryant because he's not very good. And it looks like the Ravens is where he's going to end up. I don't know. Dez Bryant, he's washed up. He's not that great anymore. And he's been quoted saying, now I'm going to go get a receiver coach. I'm going to work on my route running. It's a little late. You've been in the league 8 years. That right there is why football is my favorite sport. One of the many reasons why football is one of my favorite sports. You cannot get complacent. Dez Bryant is no longer producing at a high level. And that is the way the world works. That is the world I want to work in. That is the world I want to exist in. If you don't produce good work, take a seat. You're done. And that is why I was glad that Dez Bryant was cut by the Dallas. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about the show on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. If you understand Reddit, that'd be a big help. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by sharing it with your friends. And if you really love Strong Opinion Sports, you can subscribe on iTunes, on SoundCloud, on YouTube, on Google Play, everywhere you find podcasts. Subscribe and help me grow by telling your friends about Strong Opinion Sports.